Hey everybody, Metal Gamer Geek here, and welcome to another episode of Let's Play Lost in Random. We just got to Threedom at the end of the last episode. I think I have to redo the dialogue with, yeah, the fish guy. Yeah, redo this dialogue. Oh, no, we don't. Okay.
Fascinating.
It's silly, but you never think of the people you care about until
Alright, all these
they're no
people I already
longer in
talked
your
to.
life.
Good news, everybody. Progression.
The
And now, what are you?
Has begun. The king must be saved.
Which king? I thought he was killed.
What? Identify yourself, stranger.
I'm Even. What's your name?
I am Nishka, and I used to protect somebody important, I think. A ruler, maybe? Before the war.
Does everybody in Threedom get their memory wiped? The king you mentioned is who he used to protect. Is that who you used to protect? Yeah.
Even, you sweet child. You can't keep clinging to the past. The king's dead and gone now for years. Don't you remember?
Right. I don't.
What? How did you know my name?
Told me a few seconds ago.
I've never seen you before in my life. The king! Protect the king from danger.
Guessing something has to go inside that cage.
Oh boy, I can't wait to get back home. But I can't get back home without knowing the way. Or can I? Oh, hey, mister. Do you know the way to one... oh, wow. You want a hug? Okay. Ooh. Wow, it's pretty cold in here and dark, too.
This kid's an idiot. Alrighty. So, we got a little inkling of what happened to that kid. I forget his name. Let's call him Barry. Maybe that was his real name? I don't know. Alright, let's keep progressing. This. Have you seen any kids? Oh, it's Bernard.
Alive? I thought I saw one running around here recently. A young lad, boxy clothing.
Yeah, that's Bernie. Where'd he go?
Can't say I did, unfortunately. But you'd better find him quick, before the Shadow Man does.
Who's that?
Everyone knows about the Shadow Man, child. Especially children out all alone.
That doesn't sound good for, my friend. Who will henceforth be known as Barry, even though I read his name as Bernard. Bernard. Have you seen a kid around?
Kids never run around here unsupervised. That's what the Shadow Man ensures. All I know is that if
But still, have you seen one?
The Shadow Man's probably got him.
Everybody seems to fear the Shadow
Well,
Man.
they should. You should be afraid, child.
But I'm not alone because I have the power of friendship on my side with Dicey here. Have you seen my friend Bernard?
Leave me alone. I'm busy.
It's important. I'm busy too, trying to save a child.
Good luck with that, stranger. If there's a kid running around unattended, the Shadow Man probably has him by now.
What do you mean has them?
Oh, you really are in over your head.
I know you know how to tell. I know you know how to find the Shadow Man. Tell me.
Oh, you are clever, but I don't know him. Nobody does. If you stay a spell, all Margarine Took can tell you about him.
Please hurry up.
The Shadow Man. He was born in the time of the first nightmare, and he lives on to this day. But not like you or I. He lives in the walls of Mulgrow Alley, and he can always see you. But you can only see him when it's dark. Snuff out the lights in Mulgrew Alley, and you'll find him there, waiting. But be warned, child. It may be the last thing you see.
Oh, really? So he's a ghost.
If he were merely a ghost, we wouldn't be having this conversation. Goodbye. I do not think we will see each other again.
Okay, Toodles. Find the Shadowman. Streetlight terminal? That doesn't sound like the way I have to go. Actually, it does. Streetlight terminal, so turn off all the lights. Dicey, stay. Okay. Snuff out the lights.
Suddenly felt like she was being watched. And to tell you the truth, I did too.
Wonderful. Definitely has like a creepy vibe. Go. Oh. Go that way. Is it just a spot there that does that? Okay. Oh, hi. Where's your skin?
Are you the shadow man?
I have many names, little one.
Okay, fair enough. Have you seen a little boy? About yay high?
Let me think. This one?
Oh, wow, even is that you? I'm so glad to see you. Can you believe that I'm stuck?
Let him out!
What are you?
Haven't you heard the bedtime stories? I'm what goes bump in the night. I'm what comes for children when they roam a little too far from home. This is what I do. Or what I used to do anyway. Before this silly war.
I'm not afraid of you, though.
That may be true, but there is another truth.
That unless you release Burn, I'm gonna punch you?
That if you're not afraid now, you'll soon learn to be.
No. Let him go.
He's mine now. I won't be letting him go. I believe you'd call that leverage.
But it's literal kidnapping.
You'd think you'd know not to insult someone who's holding all the cards. Or in this case, children. Besides, you don't have what I need.
And what is that?
Nothing you have, child. And I suspect nothing you can bring me.
You don't scare me.
And you're also a bad liar. But perhaps you're right. I want the same thing all of us want here. Peace. I want the Triplets' War to end.
What do you care about peace?
I care about being feared. Before this war, I was the most terrifying thing in the world of random. Children would be afraid to whisper my name in case I came for them. And often, I did. But people only truly fear things that move in the dark during peace. During war, they are surrounded by greater threats all day long. And so nobody fears the Shadow Man anymore. Life is the greater horror, and they have overindulged, forgotten me. If you want me to give you Bernard, then I want you to change that.
How do I do
I
that?
don't care how. I don't care about anything even, except being feared by everyone again. I've watched you. I know you're a dice wielder. I've been around for centuries even.
No need to go into the costume bit.
Than your mortal world has forgotten. You alone carry the power to affect the arenas and those giant robots. Figure it out, or you will never see your precious Bernard or any other child I choose to take again. Without peace, there will be no boy, no hope, and you will never see your sister again.
I didn't even tell you about that.
For you, there are currently more important questions at stake. Go, even. Bernie's fate rests on your tiny shoulders, and my hunger won't be held at bay forever.
To save Bernard from the wretched Shadow Man, even had to end Threedom's
I have to stop a
civil
war that's been raging for
an impossible
a
task.
long time.
She wasn't going to let her friend die. The first thing she needed
So
was information. Perhaps some of the locals
this is a dead-end
were willing
alley.
to share what they knew.
I want to talk. That was the streetlight terminal. Oh, nice. Alright, go towards the little exclamation point. Can't take that down with my slingshot, okay.
That poor woman, completely mad. Have you seen Nishka? That poor woman, completely
That's all you say?
mad.
She's now over here.
Who's there? Tell me now, or I'll... You, I remember you. We've spoken before, haven't we?
Earlier today.
Oh, I don't remember much, and I'm sorry, what did you want?
How did the war start?
With the children. The 3 children. Well, something happened.
Did you kill the king?
No, I was there to protect him. I was his bodyguard, and he was betrayed. We were betrayed. Done wrong by someone who wasn't supposed to be there.
You remember that much. Tell me a name. Don't cry.
I'm sorry, it was such a shame, I'm sorry, I forgot what we were talking about. Hello? Do I know you?
I'd like to talk about the
Children of the
triplets.
king! Such beautiful babies. They grew up into such wonderful young men and women. The Duke, the Baroness, and the Count. Such a gift. The entire royal court was so... The court was so... I'm sorry, I'm afraid I don't remember. He's paranoid, capricious, and fearful. But his heart's in the right place. He once accused me of trying to assassinate him just because I tried to get him to finish his vegetables. We all had a lovely laugh about it later. Or at least, I think we did.
Remember this
He's
stuff.
tough as nails. Tough as cannons, really. Duty-bound and haughty, but she can back it up. And woe be to those who cross her. She once aimed a cannon at me to stop me from giving her a bath. The only thing that impresses her is war. I wouldn't call him a glutton for life, more of a bon vivant. He loves all the finer things. He's baroque, decadent, you might say spoiled, but I'd say he's really more cultured. He once told me his goal was to eat every animal in the kingdom, all in one single dish. He achieved it a week later and said the dish was as delicious as it was disappointing. Oh, that's very
interesting.
Nice. You're a nice young lady.
How to stop the war?
I'm sorry. I'm afraid that these days I don't remember things as well as I used to. I have moments where I can see things so clearly, and then poof. But there have been times where an object reminds me of things, holding an important artifact that reminds me of a person or an event. That could bring it all back. Can you find these objects for me? One for each triplet. That could bring it all back. Oh, and if you could find the murder weapon that killed the king, I could remember that too. I feel certain of it.
I guess. How can I convince him to give me all 4 things for part of the objects that would help you remember who murdered the king?
What's that you say? The king was murdered! Oh, whoa! I was supposed to protect him, I was. Oh, if only I could remember.
I'll bring him back.
That platform reminds me. I'm supposed to warn travelers about something. I'm supposed to say something very, very important. Oh well, it's probably fine, and we should all stop worrying about it.
I'm worried. Alright, so go here. Let's see if I can get a new card in my deck. I have 165. Shadow Man's Touch. Oh, yeah. Do I have him in my deck? I don't know. Deck. Don't have Shadow Man's Touch. I'm going to get rid of the blink attack. And the time trap in favor of Shadow Man. And maybe quick draw. That'll do. Yeah. Okay. Go here. So there's the Duke. Decadent Duke is the big guy. The Count is that guy. And the lady is the lady. I forget the word that they used for her. Duchess? That's that guy.
Seeing at which Dicey affected the world, even was surprised to find herself feeling a little bit frightened of him. How could someone so small and innocent contain so much untamed power? Now, even suddenly felt like she had the world on her shoulders. Could she solve the mystery of the king's murder?
Well, I know we just saw that guy go down here.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Count has won the roll.
Sword bridges. Threedom Towns. Okay. Trenches.
The only thing I can't predict are the rolls of the Queen's dark dice, but everything else I know.
Alright.
There, I'm Tea-Time Dicey. I used to be our late King's master planner.
Master planner is named Tea Time Tootsie. So who's your boss now since the king is gone?
Fortuna, of course. When you're this good,
Oh.
it's time not to share your skills with the world. Literally. Every day I watch the battles and come up with the most thrilling stratagems for the next day. The only thing I can't predict are the rolls of the Queen's dark dice, but everything else I know.
What's your secret?
Observation, my dear girl, which leads to knowledge. Knowledge, to coin a phrase, is power. I just invented that saying right now. Here, let me give you an example. Every day the dice is rolled, and every day one of the colossuses moves.
I noticed.
Everyone noticed. But what everyone else has failed to notice is how the winning Colossus brings most of the robots he commands with it, and that leaves the area behind safer to traverse. Do any of the triples use this information? Perhaps attacking from behind on the day the dice favors them? No. Only I see it.
Are you planning on telling the Baroness? I bet that sort of sneaky move would please the paranoid Count. Sounds too aggressive for the Duke. You don't work for him, do you?
By the order of Nane Fortuna, I am not to work for either of them. Although I would be interested in learning more about the triplets for observational purposes only. Tell you what, if you meet them, come back here and describe them to me. There'd be a reward in it for you.
Oh. I'll return with descriptions. This is that guy. Unlike the Baroness, you're too soft to cross the battlefield alone. I will escort you, little one, but only to places you have safely traveled before. You're not ready for anything else. Where are we going? Stay here then. So he's a fast travel. Okay. Alright. The Count, the Duke, the Baroness. Let's go to the Count. What? Oh. Okay. Oh, the Count's domain. So this is the Count right here. Okay.
Castle, Your Grace. I swear, it must be my bloody sister, the Baroness, or my fancy pants brother who thinks he's so much better than me, sending their assassins to smother me in my sleep. But this Count is awake and ready for you! You hear that, assassins?
Seems like an interesting and fun guy to have a conversation with. Behind, okay.
All bets are off when you've got a new card from old Matty Dix.
Alright, we have 205. Anything else that... Ooh, Blacksmith's Blank. I think we're okay with what we have for now.
The Count? I love that guy.
You love the Count?
You don't? He's great. There's definitely no downsides to the man. Everything he does is so grounded and normal. It's super normal to go even crazier because your imaginary friend Shmoo is missing.
Tell me about... Wait, are you in denial?
Now that's something I'll absolutely deny. I definitely love the Count, and I'm not just saying this because I truly regret our leadership. I deny it. Okay, I gotta go. If we talk too long, someone might think we're conspiring against him, which again, it's great. Can't wait until the Queen rolls her dice, and it's our time to fight and maybe die for him again. It's so great and normal.
Oh, okay. Is there anything else down here? Nothing. Cool. This feels like a trap. Well, there's the king, or the count. So let me go back where he was. Here we go. Okay, so it's just monies. Alright, glad I came back here. Now we talk to the count, and then we should probably have a fight. Here's a die. Here's a spot. So there's all these spots here that probably raise or lower gates. We're new. I was gonna try to do it one at a time. That didn't work. Sir. Okay, my dice. Got a 1. Lower the cost of everything. Place the hand here. There we go. All right, so the dude with the joust with the lance, very easy to predict. A 3. All right, so first do this. You pin you. Down. Sir. Roll the dice. 2. Mine. And heal. Okay. Pin it. Maybe we use it, because we could do... Actually, should heal. Yeah, use this. Heal. Poison. pin. Yes. Oh, pin. I can pin 2. That's nice. Where'd you go? Alright, it's just you now. So come in here. Bunch of dum-dums. Alright, we want this. We want this. Oh, it does go through. Okay. There you go, silly. Bird's down. Dice. Shield. Draw cards faster. Poison attack. No more sword. Your crystal. That's what I'm looking for right there. That's the end of the fight. Okay. 100 coins.
Aha! You're here to kill me, aren't you?
No, I want you to live forever and
then die by your traitorous hand?
Sir, I want to help end this war.
Bah! War! Have you ever marched out into a battle, little girl?
Where do you think I just came from?
I don't know. Assassin school? Unlike you, mysterious interloper, I have been in battle every day in my mind.
Impressive, my liege.
You're being obsequious. You're being kind because you want me to let my guard down and then kill me.
Count, I'm literally a child.
Kids can be assassins. I've heard of it in stories that may or may not have been based on truth.
I promise not to assassinate you. Will you tell me how we can end this war?
End it? How can you end it when the Colossus has already moved more than once today? This war is only heating up.
Tell me what's wrong and I'll see if I can help.
What's wrong? Everything! My bodyguard is dead, the war goes poorly, and then well, and then poorly again. And on top of that, Count Shmoo has been kidnapped.
Who's Count Shmoo?
The third of his name, yes. He was stolen from me by the vicious Baroness, my meanie of a sister. Shmoo is like a son to me, and I haven't been able to sleep since he was taken. Do this for me, and I shall give you something. How do you like that?
Your bodyguard is dead?
The only one I could trust besides my father. She
Oh.
disappeared when he was killed, but you're in no shape to replace her,
I've met her. She's not
She
well.
was the whole family's bodyguard. She was great. Or so I thought until she let one of us, not me, kill my father. Of
What
course,
happened with the murder weapon?
obviously I would keep track of that. Someone took it. A little bird whispered that it's locked up in the head of the broken colossus that used to be my father's. It should be collecting ashes somewhere in the battlefield. Why? Was someone going to use it to assassinate me?
Christ. You know what? Yeah.
Ha! Fools! I'll see that robot head coming a mile away. A truly amateurish attempt at political murder.
Nishka is alive.
Even if she's alive, that leaves my lands undefended and myself open to assassination. Ha! It'll...
Okay, so...
So that's the deal. Find my plushie, and I'll give you...
Something that sparks a memory for Nishka.
Well, I don't know what I've got like that. Oh, but I do have a finger taken from the scene of the crime of my father's murder. 'Tis yours if you
What?
recover Shmoo for me. Deal?
Or you can just give it to me now?
What? No. Do my quest first.
Fine. Come on, just give me the pinky.
No.
Fine.
The Count was an odd duck. And a paranoid duck too, come to think of it. But even was now one step closer to triggering Nishka's memories. And possibly, just possibly...
So now this came down.
ending this
So I
war
came
in
up from
freedom.
there, and this wall was here.
Bold of you to be just running around here.
What to talk about? Yeah, can't stand the guy. I thought everyone here loved him. You thought wrong. How would you like to live under a guy who sees assassins under every leaf and behind every noise? I heard he was so scared of his shadow that he ordered it cut off. Simply granted this man is in charge of all of us. He must have some good sides. He's insane, and in that he's consistent. So we have that going for us. Just watch your step. Okay.
Friends, citizens, country compatriots, let yourself eat cake, for now arrives the winner of the role, the Duke.
Am I going into Duke territory? Duke Town? Maybe? Alright, so I think I have to buy some more coins. Gotta get a key. I'm in the Duke's domain. That's the Royal Nostalgium. So I'm probably gonna get a key from the Count to go into there. I have to buy cards. Four Town's Revenge. Summon this vengeful spirit of Four Town. It moves slowly, damaging it. Oh, don't have that yet. Acid Cannon. We didn't try that one yet. Oh, yeah, so close. Okay. Let's... Boom, 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 boom. How do we sort them by cost? So those are the freebies. Maybe get rid of the triplets. Put it in an acid cannon. Okay. Kind of want this in there too. That's fine. Okay, so we came from the Count's domain. That thing is locked. Let's go this way.
Poor Even. You still don't know how to say what you want. Hello, Even.
How do you know my name?
You're not asking the right questions.
Do I know you?
You're still not asking the right questions. But I wonder if you can help me, Even. My sisters. The children of the king aren't the only triplets in Threedom. In the middle of this war, my twins disappeared, unlike you. I feel like a part of me is missing. Can you find them for me? That's not important. You'll know them when you see them. After all, you knew me.
What was your name?
If you find them, tell them to meet me at the safe spot, over by the sword bridges. Find us there once we're all gathered, and I will have something for you.
I need to know more.
You'll find us among the teapots, in the trenches, and under the ground. I hope to see you again.
Teapots, trenches,
Even.
and the ground. That was a very cryptic meeting. I found one.
Sir, 1,000 apologies,
Oh, this
sir,
is the
but
Duke.
your mid-afternoon cake was burnt in the chef's oven.
A cake flambe? Oh, how delightfully decadent. I'll take the whole thing.
But sire, it's burnt to a crisp.
Ooh, a new flavor I haven't experienced for years. What an amusing diversion. Have chef serve it to me at dinner, and if he refuses, kill him. And then yourself.
Yes, sir.
Duke certainly lived in style.
What a character.
It was all a show, and the horrors of war did sometimes bleed through the artifice the Duke had constructed. But if he ever noticed it, he certainly never let it show.
I can talk to you now. Cake for breakfast, cake for dinner, cake for lunch, cake for snacks. Used to like cake, I really did.
I'm having a ball. Simply a great time.
Meets the unregretful. Okay. Couldn't eat another bite of cake. There's where the sister is, up there. But how do I get to there? That's not a sister. Do you think this distraction is working? I think I've met your cousin, the bell ringer. I've seen him since this dreadful war began. He just wants you to know he's thinking of you. He misses you. One day that old family bell will ring again, and that will be the end of this foolish war. I thought I'd love eating cakes all day, but sometimes when you get what you want, you realize you didn't want it at all, and then all you want to do is to go home. Thank you, child. Cool. Coins. So that wasn't the twin. Meat cake. That's Not a good thing. I can't go to the Baroness's domain unless I do something here. Unless that was the... Hold on. Continue. That in that journal thing I did. Oh, that was the one that I found in the trenches. Then among the teapots and underground. Okay.
You may approach.
Okay. Hi, I'm Even.
No. This simply will not do. That is not how you greet a duke, child. Leave, and return only when you can greet me properly.
I don't like you.
Hut, recruits, for the Baroness has won the roll. All hail her rule and her
You
rules.
don't fit in here, my dear.
I'm new.
Yes, I expect you are. We don't get many visitors here, and those that come tend to be unable to leave until the party ends. Which, of course, it never does. Have you tried the cake?
Can I try the cake?
Hello, darling. You're a long way from home, aren't you?
Yeah, actually.
Poor dear. Well, I hope you find what you're looking for.
Run along now. Okay.
Hello, darling. You're a long
Oh,
way
hi.
from... No, darling. That's not how you address a superior. In this kingdom, whenever you meet someone of a higher station, you must always begin by saying, "Begging your forgiveness, sir or madam." There you go, darling.
Interesting.
Well, I never. Look at you. You're the spitting image of an unskilled laborer. Perhaps a chimney sweep?
Well, you're the spitting image of a jerk.
Well,
And you never will.
Look at you.
I get
You're
it.
the spitting image of
I
an
wish to speak
unskilled
to
child.
Duke.
Child, no. You simply can't address people this way. You must always use their titles. For example, I am to be addressed as my most esteemed lady, and the Duke is your Imperial Majesty, rightful Lord of Threedom. Without the right titles, none of us can possibly be expected. It's a simple matter of respect.
Thanks, weirdo.
Well, you can lead a horse to water.
Yeah, you don't get the respect.
Pleasure to make your acquaintance, child.
You, however, do.
Look at you, child. Why, you might as well be dressed in rags. Who
Never
are
mind.
you? And what brings you here?
An audience
no,
with the Duke.
Child. That is not how you introduce yourself in conversation.
Curtsy first.
You must always curtsy. Oh no, heavens no. You want just a slight bob at the end, child. It's always so
I
unseemly.
think I've got it. Okay, so now that I've learned etiquette, I can go talk to the Duke. The decadent Duke.
Yes.
Begging your forgiveness.
So,
Your Imperial Majesty, rightful Lord of Threedom.
oh.
Allow me to introduce myself with the utmost humility and respect. I am even.
Well, now, finally some respect around here. Well met, Lady Even.
What brings you to
the company of the Duke, the one and only rightful ruler of Threedom today?
Tell me about Nishka.
Our old bodyguard. Oh, heavens, what is there left to say? She protected us until she didn't. And my dear father paid the price. I haven't heard from her since. She's dead and gone, I suppose.
She's alive.
Oh, good for her. I should send her a cake. Only we haven't one to spare, you understand. But no, I couldn't possibly leave the castle. The horrors of war wait outside, child, and I can't have my people remembering them.
Could you give me something to show her to help her remember?
No, out of the question. I have only your word that she's even alive, and we've just become acquainted. Then again... All right, I, in my infinite wisdom and appetites, have decided to do you a favor.
Why,
I
thank
will
you.
give you something of extreme value if you will in turn do me a favor first.
Of course.
There is a portrait of me here. Certainly, you've noticed my beauty, my handsomeness, my regal demeanor. I am there with my father, his favored child. However, part of the painting
is missing.
When we split our lands after my father died, the Count took control over the old Royal Nostalgium. I'm sure the second half is there, and it proves that I...
Okay, so basically get the key to the Nostalgium place, get him his half of the portrait.
What other way is there to live? What, as a commoner?
How's the war going?
What is there to say? The dreadful thing drags on.
Will come to their senses. No, they won't. How did your dad die?
Well, I didn't kill him, if that's what you're asking. I found him dead, with the murder weapon still sticking out of him. Oh, you know how things grow, Leg. One of my lovely spies told me someone
this robot's
knocked it
head.
up
Okay.
on Father's robot's head.
That's still the thing. Do you have Shmoo?
Shmoo, the Count's dreadful plush thing? Heavens, I can scarcely recall what we did with it. The Baroness launched it into our territory a few moons back. Heaven knows why.
He wants it back for cuddles.
No, my soldiers found it during one of our training marches. I thought it would destabilize him, perhaps lead us to victory, but no, it just made... Oh, I remember now! When I realized it was useless...
Cellar of the
I
old
had
castle
Shmoo
dungeon.
thrown in the cellar of the old castle dungeon. The castle is long gone now, replaced by a battlefield, but the basement may still be out there somewhere. He's yours if you want it. I have no use for something so depressingly
The
pedestrian.
cellar is what I will look for.
Wonderful.
Cellar. What will you give me to get Shmoo out of your kingdom?
Nothing. He's rubbish, child.
Okay. There's the key. Know where this goes. Yeah, this unlocks this. I suppose I could have come to the Duke first. Let me buy a card. Go for a weapon. Ooh. What are those? Get a hammer. I have to get $240. Lance of 4. Thrust, Smash. More bows. I can't do much with what's here. Their acid cannon. Okay. So you're gonna get unlocked. Huh. Up there. And a fight. Also get 3, so we have that, this, one up here, why? Alright, so we have 0. Heal. Pin. Bow. That acid turret. There it is. But also... I mean, I could do the acid turret. Yeah, do the acid turret. Pin that. And give me a sword. That little piece of the environment worked in my favor, now it's against me. We have 3? Okay. Roll this, pin that. They're gone. One. Okay. Curse. Stronger curse. And pin this. Got him. Bro. curse. Weaken. Wow. That was a nasty combo. Crystal Curse. Just got a free one. Okay. Looking for things to break. No jars here. Here's the half of the painting. Find the family portrait. Done. Return to the Duke. Duke is this way. Shadowman, what are you doing?
You're burning daylight even, and I don't think I like what I see.
We have a deal.
Indeed we do. But you'd better. The boy is growing cold in here. Let's hope it's time you have, young even.
I don't like this Shadowman. This is the way to the Duke. The Duke's domain. I brought you your paper.
Is that what I think it is? Yes, yes, this is the piece! And don't I look dashing? It was my pre-wig period, mind you, but well, wait a minute. We're all sitting in his lap, but that means Daddy loved us all equally?
You promised to give me something back.
Well, I suppose Here, have this worthless thing. Worth a fortune to a commoner like you, and I'll hardly notice its absence. And don't let anyone say the nobility isn't as kind as it is cake-filled.
With a memento of the Duke in her hands. Even.
So that was the family portrait. Oh.
Was one step closer to being able to trigger Nishka's memories of that fateful night.
But that is going to do it for this episode of Let's Play Lost in Random. If you liked the video, drop a thumbs up, hit that subscribe button if you're not already subbed to the channel, and ring the notification bell to get alerted when I post more content here on YouTube. Leave comments, share the video, share the channel. It's the best way to show support, and I really do appreciate it. But until next time, take care, have a good one, and I'll see you soon.